Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Pathfinder Kingmaker. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're supposed to join me today as we read Wrath and Fear in these bookshelves over here, and I'm not really sure what they are. And also as we finish I don't know that this is the last episode. You can tell if it's the last episode because the thumbnail says ending if it is. But we're definitely going to finish I don't think it's going to be the last episode, by the way. We're definitely going to finish the game without fighting again because we cannot beat the game. That is how you use a water clock. Water from the broken water clock flows away in streams, but not all of it. Some freezes indecisively and then assumes the shape of a small winged creature.
Why'd you break the clock? The mistress will be angry and boil me. If only someone would give her a new clock instead, but it had better be a sun clock or an hourglass. I'm tired of living in the clock, let alone let somebody else watch it. But what if the mistress makes me live in a pot or a kettle?
You feel the presence of a powerful spell targeting the mephit. Oh, it's a mephit. Right, makes sense. It's obvious that the spell's creator is not the creature itself, but someone much more powerful. It's hard to identify the spell's school of magic or its purpose. You can assume that right now it only gives passive effects, but it could be activated by some trigger or command. Who are you?
Blood Doc.
The creature looks at you devotedly and then stops, apparently realizing that a name is not enough.
I'm a mephit. The mistress placed me here to watch the clock. The clock is very important to the library. If you don't look at it, you might go on reading forever and forget about everything.
It's hard to tell by the mephit's tone whether he's joking or literally means complete oblivion, which is the forgetting about everything. Tell me about the library. It's rather strange.
I have never seen any other libraries. What are they like? Probably bookcases hanging from the ceilings, and mephits living in the fireplace. Let me tell you about this library. It's for our books, ones from the first world. Other types of books don't like it here and disappear. We have books about everything, joy, triumph, fear. If you want to, you can walk around and read whatever you like. But remember, books about evil and bad things are on the lower shelves. Terrible fear, vicious joy. Books about good things go on top shelves. Although the mistress stopped reading books from the top shelves long ago, and many of them were scattered around the house, I barely saved my favorite book about beauty. The mephit, you shouldn't say barely, you should say narrowly saved my favorite book. The mephit narrows, again, narrows his eyes with a serene look. Which is weird, but anyway. Vast waves roll under the sky. The waterfall is falling deep into the rainbow. Would you like to read it? He carefully fishes out a little book from the pieces of the clock. It doesn't look harmed by water at all. The mephit opens it for you to see, but he's not letting go of it. I like this, says Jathal. I see moonlit meadows, beautiful young boys and girls. I wonder if these books will work outside the first world. I'd take an edition or two of beauty with me. An edition? In printing, edition doesn't mean specimen. A specimen is like specimen, not just in printing, but in anything. Means, you know, the one thing that you have. Just literally, but just it's a word that comes from Latin. It applies to anything. She's using it here as specimen. I'd take a book or two of beauty with me. An edition in printing, and I realize you probably, amazing viewer, you probably know this already. An edition is sort of like it's not even the revision, because you can have the same revision, have multiple editions. It's just the printing sequence. You print like 1,000 books, and that's the first edition, and then you print another 1,000 books. That's the second edition. Second edition. My words. But Jathal doesn't. I mean, sure, that makes some sense. If she that is not incorrect. It's just weird because we're talking about books. A thick volume of patience. Especially if there's one entitled Patience for those surrounded by weaklings, fools, and wimps. Well, let's look into the book. You open the book. A series of vague images flash before you. Clouds flowing across the sky. The faces of those you care about or desire. incredible scenes from the first world and others from your homeland, more familiar but no less charming. Do you see? Beautiful, beautiful waves and such a white waterfall, says the Mephit in awe. They forgot the "the," but that's what it reads. Do you know where Nyrisa is hiding? No, don't ask me. I can't disclose my mistress' secrets. She'll punish me. Would you like me to tell you something interesting instead? About the first world, the eldest, the secret treasure. No, I want to know where Nyrisa is and what she's plotting. Tell me, and I'll protect you from her. You don't seem evil. I'll tell you some. And I rolled a 19 for once. That was a really difficult check, by the way. I was more likely to fail than to succeed. The method doesn't finish. For a moment, you feel the... the division doesn't finish the sentence. For a moment, you feel the oppressive presence of a mighty power, and then the Mephit's body boils, and he turns to steam, screaming desperately. And I got a bunch of experience. See, game, that's how you give me experience for not fighting. Adventures, good things that happen. Have you never played one of those fighting fantasy games? You don't fight a lot, even though it's right in the name. Shika. A figure hiding in the library's shadows looks somehow blurred, its shape in subtle flux. You hear laughter coming from under the hood. Oh, it's you! How amusing. We thought you'd be taller. Yeah, we've met. Not yet. It will happen around yesterday, or was it a month ago? Yes. Why are you here? Long, long ago, one of the eldest prepared a performance for the others. You must know the curse. Destroy 1,000 kingdoms, fill the cup, and you, Nyrisa, will be forgiven. The Lantern King has always had problems with his sense of proportion. The performance turned out to be overlong, but quite amusing at times. We wouldn't want to miss the finale. A performance? Were these thousands of broken lives and deaths just entertainment for you? When you have lived as long as I have, child, you'll be surprised how much of what was once exciting will leave you yawning of boredom, and new things become terribly funny. It's a good thing you said that at the end, because otherwise that wouldn't justify what you said. I'm surprised you would talk to me like this. I thought the elders were equal to gods here in the first world. Ah, but you have spoken with the eldest many times, many times. Okay, I have to go. We will be happy to see you when we meet you again yesterday. For sure, indeed. So we're in the basement right now, right? Am I wrong on that? I am not wrong on that. We did not see the other version of reality here. But we have a door over here that we haven't visited. Still haven't found Amory. Very concerned about that. Really would like to have the old pal, the old gal, I should say, with me for the final fights and whatnot. Oh, there's not going to be final fights because there's no more enemies in the game. Which doesn't mean it's going to be straightforward. It just means we're not going to have to suffer through failure. Inevitable failure. We have, however, leveled up. Don't know why. We're also paralyzed, so I suppose that's fair enough. What is that? Conditioning? Oh, right, because you got the thing. Where are we going? It's Jaethal here. Protection from law. Sounds like an interesting spell. The name itself, I know exactly what it is. +2 armor class against lawful characters or something to that extent. What do we have? Composite longbow, +1. Seriously? Alluring charisma. Natural armor. It's so weird, isn't it? It's like they do it on purpose. Longbows are too powerful. They just made them all lower. Longbows are very powerful, though. Because this late in the game, I'm still finding +1 items. It's a little bit weird. Yeah, collect all of that. Did we find anything over here? Oh, no. What we found is a level up, which is very important.
I'm thinking that we should be level 20 by now. And I don't know how the game expects us to have more experience, honestly. But we don't have more experience. That's that in terms of skills. Favorite terrain. First world. Yes. Point blank master. I already have that. Improved critical. Probably already have longbow as well. Yeah. Point blank master. Well. Right. I suppose. Not really sure what I'll need that for, but I'll do it. We have our fighter going up over here with 3 skill points. That's interesting as well, that we get 3 skill points there. Greater weapon focus for the longsword. She does have the weapon focus. Greater shield focus is what I want, though. Because she's our tank, even though she's not going to fight again. We got our magas over here. Some interesting skills. We have a level 3 and a level 6. Not too bad. Oh, it's only up here. Displacement. Oh, right. This is pretty interesting. It's actually a pretty interesting spell. True Seeing. Umbral Strike. Nah. Chain Lightning. I have that already. Bull Strength Mass. Let's go with that. Oh, that's him. Yeah, I don't use him. But it's a good spell nonetheless. And then we have a Wizard. For... I have the impression I maybe should go up on another rogue spell. Another specialization over here. Let's go with Chain Lightning. The game's calculating a lot of things. Fiery Body. Sure. And what is that for sight? The spell grants you a powerful sixth sense. Once foresight is cast, you receive instantaneous warnings of impending danger or harm to the subject of the spell. Which is basically the GM telling you things. I say Prison Mask, that's pretty good. Yes, it probably doesn't work as well in this setting, or in a computer game as it does in tabletop. Which just keeps going back to the same subject, doesn't it? Okay, some of that over there. Allied Spellcaster, Coordinated Defense, Coordinated Maneuvers, Shield Caster, Coordinated Maneuvers. Nobody has that, but sure. And then we have Harm, which we didn't have before, and probably should. And then we got a Rim over here going up on Cleric. And some skill points, only 2 though. That's that, really. However, he does have new spells, because he learns them automatically. And by that, I mean, yes. New spells. Unholy Aura. Sure, get 2 of those. Not many more slots, all things considered. Huh, okay. Though, did I get more slots, spell slots? I think I do. Yeah, I got another one over there. That's about it. No, I think we get level 5. We got level 5 spells at level 20, I think. Which is fine enough. Sending some fireballs into the melee. Nothing here. Thought there was going to be something. I didn't go over here. Ooh, what is that? Wild energies. This place is filled with oh, right. Is it everywhere? Or is it just over there? It is just over there. Okay. And this is a good opportunity for us to teleport. Curious. That's the first time it does that. Why is it doing that? Oh. Let's get that. Well. I don't know why it's doing that, but it is. No enemies. I think that's the enemies here were the reason why. Narissa's third key. Oh, we got the key. Nice, nice, nice. And a falchion. Key and falchion plus 5. Reasonable enough. We also have a katana over there. Couldn't open that. We did open that. What is it? A light shield. It's unidentified. It's a light shield plus 5. It's not bad. We don't need it, but... a sword called Savior. Which is a plus 5. It's got a bunch of things. Finesse wielding. Heals the wielder for 1 HP. Seriously? Wait. Each time it lands a hit, it heals the healer for 1 HP. Even if you attack like 5 or 6 times per turn, which I believe is doable. Amory would... Yeah, we got 4 over here. 3 over here. 5 over here. I think Amory might be able to attack 5 times per turn. Even if you do attack 5 times per turn, it's still 5 HP if you land all the hits. If you're landing all the hits, you're destroying enemies. The 5 HP is nothing in the first place. Just as an example, in Baldur's Gate 2, there's a weapon that has a flat, unresistible, 20% chance to insta-kill enemies. That's right. That's right. Yeah. Can you imagine that weapon existing in this game? It would be pretty amazing, wouldn't it? And it's not even like I was gonna say it's not even the most powerful weapon in the game. In Baldur's Gate, it actually is. It is the most powerful weapon in the game. It's a Bardiche, I believe, or something to that extent. And you don't even like. It's not even particularly difficult to find. I think it's a weapon that you get out of a boss or something. Where are we? Are these areas connecting to all the different places? So having the 3rd key, that means we have all the keys. I'm not sure where the door is, though. Well, we're back over here. Get that. Whew. Almost touched that. What's going on? Are we... I think we're in the unreality. That's why we're seeing some shadows of enemies. Yeah, we're definitely in a different thing because yeah, let's get out of here. The switching was odd, so it was switched 3 times, which means that we would be in the unreality, or at least I'm thinking that's the unreality. That definitely has a lot more enemies than this one. The unreality does have a lot more enemies. Well, I mean, it doesn't have any. Good. Doesn't matter. We're good. So those locked doors should be the ones that we need. Unless we need to go down the well. Because there's also the well. Did I luck out into finding the other area, by the way? Because I still don't understand what I saw. Or why I saw it. So that's still locked. But there's this door over here. Is this the one that looks very ominous? Because there's also that entrance. Doesn't this look like an important door? It is an important door. We found our way. We're gonna confront Nyrisa peacefully over tea. And just be nice about it. Hello? There's a horned hunter over there.
You. The mistress punished me for failing to deal with you. And look, her favorites, the Gnurly Witch and the Wriggling Man, have also failed.
Well, if you stop attacking me, I won't hurt you.
Think not of me. Did I not tell you that the shadows behind your back is always her? And the sound of footsteps in the dark, always her? Turn around.
My hound. You have run so long to finally meet your mistress.
Call me whatever you want, Nyrisa, but your most loyal servants are defeated. Your power is gone. Surrender.
You are still in my kingdom, silly child. And the kingdom is alive while its ruler draws breath. That's true for both of us, isn't it? I won't step back. Not now, when you've come to me yourself to fill my cup.
To fill your what? Everything around shudders, with the scream of 1,000 voices, soundless but trembling. You watch a tiny dot of light, a tiny dot of light, a grain, appear above the apology and slowly fall down.
My kingdom, my own kingdom, turn to dust. Become the 1,000th grain for the apology.
The nymph tilts her head back and laughs a dull, wistful laugh. And we have 4 options. One of them is to let her talk before I decide her fate. Let's do that. And obviously we're claiming our right to decide her fate in that. It's implicit in the whole thing.
What would you have me do? Ask for forgiveness? Beg for mercy? Oh no, I won't beg. I know better than anyone what it means to lose and lose everything. I didn't ask the eldest for mercy as they laughed at my foolish boldness. I won't ask you either. You are my reflection. Just a little luckier. If ever you stand before immense power sweeping away everything you care for, don't bow down. Just as I didn't.
This game really pulled the we're not so different, you and I. Like, that is such a trope. It's bad to begin with, but it's a trope, which just, unless you're gonna be pulling it for funds, you shouldn't pull it. Because, you know, or I say fun for funds, but to good effect. This is an honest attempt at, we're not so different, you and I. And that is the worst thing. Why? Why? Just why? Everything else that she said, whatever, it's fine. It works well enough, actually. So we have, we can offer an alliance, we can let her go, or we can finish her. The war is over. Don't humiliate yourself. Be my ally. Together we can achieve many things. I want to go with that, honestly, because I want to see how honest the game was being when it said that she's evil. Because I'm allying myself to an evil person, and that is evil. And I want to see if this is an evil choice. Because I don't think the game was being honest in saying that she was evil. I think it's just throwing the word out without thinking. Which is not good. But anyway, I can let her go. Promise never to invade my lands again and I'll let you go. One way or another, the 1,000 grains of dust have been collected. You can take the cup and gain your forgiveness from the eldest. Or your power over the Stone Lands is ended once and for all. There's very little incentive for the player to want to kill her, apart from the fact that she's an incredibly difficult boss. Not just because of her own fight, which I assume is impossible to beat, but also because every other fight that you have to fight to get to here. I really wish, like, if she had stolen my sister, for example, or my soul, for example. I'm not going to say where that's from, but you might know where that's from. Then that would be an incentive to kill her. Or maybe if she had destroyed my castle. Or, I don't know, done anything to me, honestly? Because she hasn't. She has done literally 0 things to me.
Did I kill Dardrucio? I don't remember. I'm trying to keep my character a little bit consistent. I'm gonna go with the first one.
Do you know what you're asking? I'm a prisoner in a game of someone else's invention, and I can't break the rules. If I take the slightest risk, the punishment might be terrible for both of us. On the other hand, I have nothing else to lose. Can you say the same?
Yeah, I don't like it when rules... I do air quotes with my hands and my feet. That's how little I regard this air quotes thing. So I'm gonna say, I don't like it when rules are imposed on me. My offer still stands.
Oh, what is this? Hearing your voice was like hearing myself. Bold and young, unbroken by the curse. I took a risk back then and was defeated, but must I continue to obey those who destroy me? No, you're right. May the Lantern King be gone, together with his conditions. I won't ask for forgiveness. I will stay with you, my victor. We will see if we can rule the world together.
Did you really pull it out again? Pull it up? Pull the We're Not So Different, You and I twice? It did do that. The Horned Hunter shakes the chains off slowly, like blades of grass, and moves towards you. His movements are strangely powerful.
You've truly upset me, Queen of the Sand Castle. So much that I find no joy in playing the masquerade anymore. Are you ready to look under the mask?
Who are you?
I am a voice from another world that you've heard since you first set foot on the Stolen Lands. A harbinger of doom and change. I am dust and echo, a memory of the past. I am the one who revealed to you the truth about the fallen goddess, who gave you the light capable of dispersing the mist.
As he's doing this, he is turning into Remus, that I forgot. The old gnome that I forgot.
I am the one who began this story, and I am the one who will end it. I am the eldest of the first world. I am the Lantern King.
And he turns into Lantern King, but big surprise! We definitely didn't see that coming. But also we have seen it before. It's a pretty cool design.
So we defeated the puppet. And now, here's the puppet master.
You stoop to taking a role at your own theater. How petty of you, eldest.
To drink without quenching thirst. To climb a mountain that has no peak. I staged the performance and you left it without a finale. You took away Marissa, my precious toy, carefully crafted of despair and wrath. I could reduce you to dust, revive you, and turn you to dust once more, here and now. But the universe abhors an elegance. So instead I shall repay you with your own coin.
Okay. It's not with... Yeah. I hate to correct a god, but it's not with your own coin, it's in your own coin, because you're just... It's not very... It's definitely not very uncommon to give things back. Anyway, it's not that it's uncommon to play in the coin that you received, but still.
How strange fate can be. A moment ago we were enemies, and now we stand shoulder to shoulder against a demigod. My kingdom is in ruins, my 1,000-year journey is at a dead end. So why do I feel so alive?
I need to understand what happened. This creature, it was...
The Lantern King, he who cursed me in the past. Are you baffled?
No.
That's perfectly natural. Few can understand the games of the eldest, even I barely can. Our lives are toys for them, our fate's a ball of yarn. To knit or to cut, to tie knots or make loops. Is there a difference? Can I put this vast abyss of sense into words? I'll try. The Lantern King likes performances. In one of them, you and I turned out to be the main characters. It's little surprise that he was watching you. He likes masks, hints, and vague words, the meaning of which is revealed only later. But he didn't like the end of the story, and he wants to rewrite it. That doesn't bode well for either of us. But we've little choice but to go through the portal and find out what he has planned.
Where does the portal lead?
Can't you guess? To your kingdom. The eldest is there already, with all his wrath.
Is there no other way? I mean, well, apparently there isn't. If there's no other way, let's go to the portal.
There isn't. But remember, on the other side is your world, not the eldest's. Each king is stronger on their own land. So let us go. If we've any chance to conquer the unconquerable, it is there, beyond the portal.
It's like in sports, when you play better if you're at home. If you're the home team. Is that how English says? I'm not sure. But I like the threat here. The implied threat that he's out to destroy my kingdom. And honestly, I wish Nyrissa had been that threat, because that would have been and for a prolonged time, not just for a little bit as this God King is, because it's just now, it hasn't been a threat throughout the whole game. She was never a threat. She just, I mean, sure, the events popped up and said, oh, she could attack us and it's gonna be the worst. And if they come here, the bad things, that we're gonna lose economy. Ooh, we can't lose the economy. And that was it. But so she wasn't a threat. But this God King, he's here. I expect the Stolen Lands to be basically all burned or something to that extent.
The ages-old drama had drawn to its finale. The story of Nyrissa's torment was complete, and now it was time to face the most difficult trial yet. Defeating Nyrissa, we brought upon ourselves the anger of a creature much more ancient, powerful, and frightful. We took the Lantern King's favorite toy, and now the full power of his curse came crashing down on us.
That's pretty bad. See, it's what I mean. A lot of games do this, by the way. Or just, destruction happening in your town. It's very powerful, I feel.
Something is wrong. We were supposed to leave the First World, but my cup is broken. The blood and pain of 1,000 destroyed kingdoms are oozing from its pieces. I feel them. I do.
How wrong I was. What better than an unexpected finale for such a performance? I had to change the setting and the main character, but so what?
The Lantern King speaks as if you were exchanging civilities over wine. This time he wears another mask, for once almost amiable, even though he looks exactly the same as before. What's happening to my capital?
Well, don't you see? The city and all your lands have been transferred to the First World. Shadows of the inhabitants of all its ruined kingdoms have escaped the cup and are taking revenge on the living for all their sad fates. Old enemies arise from the ashes, and forgotten sorrows are reborn. A sad story, but always amusing.
You hear laughter in the eldest voice. My eldest's voice. And what's my part to be in your performance?
The lead role? The queen must save her lands. But losing her crown means losing her future.
Well, I won't surrender so easily. If I have to protect my kingdom, I'll do it.
I wouldn't expect anything else.
You feel as if pierced by an electric shock, and you shudder, convulsions shaking not your body, but your soul. And the camera as well. Shaking the camera. not sure what's going on. Also, Amory is not with us. And that's bad. You feel as if pierced by an electric shock, and again.
What happened? Are you alright?
I feel so weak, she says.
Seeds sown long time have sprung. Do you remember an insane old man on the road from Oleg's trading post? Our first encounter? I told you back then, once stolen, the land should be reclaimed. Once reclaimed, bound with the claimer shall it be. Bound, merged, joined by unbreakable ties. Claiming the land, claiming its pain, claiming its death.
Talk about feeling of self-importance, huh? How the hell do I remember an insane old man in the road? It's been years. Of course I don't remember. Do you know how many insane old men I've dealt with all throughout my adventure?
A curse for the future queen. That is what these words were. You are connected to your kingdom, and you will be ruined along with it. Just as Nyrissa's nymph sister suffered from her curse, so will your followers suffer with you. The First World is washing over this land like a wave, and it will devour your souls with it. I'll leave you with this knowledge. And I think I'll take my old toy, since she was unequal to this performance's leading role.
You've toyed with me for 1,000 years, eldest. Have you not grown bored? I'm still not strong enough to resist you, but I'll never give in. You have time to banish the affliction and defeat our enemy. Maybe you'll succeed where I have failed. Don't give up.
Fight if you wish, Queen. I'll take my place among the spectators.
I won't fight. We have talked about that already. That whole curse thing, it's sort of built up to be a lot more than it actually is. It's like, oh, it's the end game. You got the bad ending, even though it cannot be the bad ending because we have zero action, or not action. We have zero. What's the word? Agency. We have zero agency over choosing to get this situation that we're in. So all that was basically was I have now a 40% chance to critically fail on all my D20 attempts, and all enemies have a 40% chance to critically succeed on all their D20 attempts. It's not critical fail or critical succeed because you can't critically fail a skill check or critically succeed at a skill check either. Which that's not a problem though, because we don't have enemies, as we know. It's all very diplomatic. It's fun and good and joyful. I promise. But we're out of time for the day, so we're gonna have to have joy and loveliness and diplomacy in the next episode. For right now, I'm Critical RPG, and this has been Pathfinder Kingmaker. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.